Hello, you beautiful bastards, and welcome to my so-called show. So, little late, I do apologise, but I've made it, and I've only just got round to watching this episode twice up to now, and just had time to make my notes. So, without wasting any time, let's season 3, episode 5, Smackdown. So after the last episode, we see Duffy and Guillermo trapped in the warehouse as McCabe's men come in to scout to they find out where they are. Reacher is now out to warn them. He's calling the young agent. Once again, I forget the fucking name because I'm an idiot. Here he is. Where is it? Yeah, Stephen Elliott, who's still holding the fucking. Yeah, sorry, Paul is messaging me here. Fanda's messaging me. I'm going to have to turn off the notifications somehow, but I'll worry about that later. So the cat, something about the building that's stopping the transmissions from the cell phones, so Richie Cat has reached them, for lack of a better sentence. So young agent, he tells young agent Stephen Elliott to try and find out the number of the actual warehouse so he can ring them and warn them. So, and Guillemero's having I don't know if he's having a piss or a shit, but it's like 20 times in the last hour, and yeah, what? I don't know if that's in the book. If he had fucking bad bowel problems, I do not know. But either way, it does maybe add a bit of tension to him. And yeah, hey Trevor, how are you doing, man? Yeah, I told you I would be trying to get my Reacher one done. Hoping I can get the Daredevil one done straight away Thursday. So yeah, that was a good stream last night, man. That was a good stream. I had pretty fun on it. Yeah, I like how you go a bit more straightforward to the point, and I'm trying to do that a bit more. A little bit more. So the guys are in the warehouse. Duffy gets the call from Reacher saying, "Hey, you're in the house. They're in the house. Get the fuck out of there!" But then there's a big shootout. So thankfully, Reacher reaches the warehouse. He bumps into one of the goons and is like, "Hey, don't worry, I'm on your side." It's like, "Oh, that's good. I'll just turn my back and hope you don't shoot me in the head." And guess what? Reacher shoots him in the fucking head. So Duffy is almost about to kill this last guy. Reacher stops her because he says it'll draw more suspicion if he's the only survivor. So, and she loses her badge as well. So her and Guillermo get the fuck out of there. You know, Reacher sort of distracts them, and it's the one guy left is this fucking man bun wearing guy who was like, "Hello, Toxic, how you doing, man?" So they get into the car. He's like, "Who the fuck are you?" He's like, "Hey, I'm this guy's replacement." So they got to chase him. Reacher deliberately, yeah, I just don't have time at the moment, but I'm just relying on Internet Movie Database for now. So he deliberately gets them trapped in the mud, and they got to get out and move it. So, Man Bun Guy's really fucking upset about it. He's like, "Yeah, oh my god, you trapped the cat because you're an idiot. We can't chase them and kill them. I'm so sad about it." Oh. So Richard takes Bunman wearing guy. So I'm just losing my. Oh, yeah. So Man Bun guy fucking finds out that they're probably fed because our competitors don't hire women and old guys. So, and then we see Duffy and Guillermo having an exchange. They're having coffee. They're having a break. They've just survived this death. I'll get to that in a minute. Toxic. I'm just going to get through some of the bits on this episode, and I'll let you know of the season so far because we're halfway through now, aren't we? And Guillermo is like, "Listen, don't go expecting miracles here and there." And Duffy, she's just not fucking hearing it. She really isn't. She really wants to believe that Teresa is still alive, but because there was this case about this kid that went missing for 9 months. It was presumed dead. Parents buried an empty coffin, everything. It turned out she was just being taken care of by this very sweet old guy who had Alzheimer's, and he didn't mean anything by it. He thought it was his grandchild or daughter or something like that, and she's really hoping that that same kind of coincidence will be the same. It's like, sometimes weird things happen. Let's hope it's one of these. So she's really, really overly optimistic. She's the queen of wishful thinking. Yeah, Trump Daddy, my feelings are Jack Reacher representing all that makes America great. Hello, Nick. How you doing, man? Yeah, what happened last night? What happened with last night's streams? Did YouTube nuke it? Oh no, not that I've heard. Trev Retro can establish that, but why did it not show up on YouTube? Fuck, man. Probably all the copyright, because YouTube are fucking twats, but we'll get more into that later. So Richard and Manbun wearing Psycho head back to Zachary's to dispose of the bodies. Paulie's he's such a nice guy, and he just does that fucking. He spits on the floor. And Man Bun guy, okay, is a lot different to Angel Doll. Angel Doll was this guy who was having a laugh, but yeah, it does make. I know I was just about to go on to that later because they've killed the fucking maid, haven't they? Later on in the show, I'll get to that. Sorry, I'm jumping ahead here. I'm all over the place. I do apologise. All right, back on track. And Richard's is commenting that Man Bun wearing guy isn't fucking broken up about it. It's like, these guys are just fucking, they're expendable, they're just fucking psychos who can't be hired, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, his name is Harley, played by Brendan Fletcher. Let's get this handsome devil on. And he even talks about how he had one guy who basically broke his spine when they were getting rid of some bodies, and he begged for them to put a bullet in him instead of drowning him. And he's like, "What did you do?" He's like, "I drowned him." I was like, "Cold fish, man. Fucking cold fish." Yeah, there he is, the handsome devil. And he's obviously he's a full-on fucking psychopath. This guy is like, he's even warns him about Paulie and what he'll do to him, because, like, listen, you watch yourself, because last thing I want is to fucking haul your big ass down. They don't pay me by the pound. And even though he makes this remark about all these being expendable, fucking dishonorable, discharged soldiers, psychos, everything, unsociable, psychopaths, everything that you want in evil henchmen, Rita asks him, "Well, what are you then?" He's like, "Oh, I'm Tony Soprano. I'm the waste disposal." So Harley leaves. Reacher sort of rings up Duffy, and she thanks him for saving her ass, and is like, "That's a pretty low bar to compliment someone for saving a good person." Nice little line that will not come back later. Definitely won't come back, because we don't believe in setup and payoffs like good writing should be. So we head back to the house. Zachary asks him, "What the fuck are you doing?" And he's like, "Oh, I was taking a piss." He's like, "We've got 84 bathrooms here." He's like, "Yeah, but I was outside." So he heads back to the kitchen where the British maid serves him coffee and is like, "Oh, he's into all that fancy brand, and he's into all that fancy brand. And you know what they do? They make cats eat the coffee beans, and they let them shit it out, and then they rummage through it, because somehow their shit makes the coffee taste better." And it's like, you have coffee that tastes like coffee. next time just don't mention the cast. And he sat with these other two arseholes, this bald arsehole, this not as good as Angel Doll Psycho, and they're like, hey, I won the bet. I told you don't like the pussy. Bald asshole's like, hey, speaking of pussy, I've never been so envious of a fuck. And he sees the maid, she's eating something, and he's like, he makes some fucking cream joke, and she says something in French. Rich provokes him, saying a your mama joke, saying, hey, the cream came from your mom. Because she's a big fat cow. He goes to attack her. Reacher fucking lays him out. And and I think the black goon is like, oh, hey, I didn't say anything. I'm diabetic, man. Yeah, how dare you go solo about me? You suck. I do. Not today, blue collar. Depends how drunk we get. Some people say Amazon is reaching into the script, Cosbying it up. Oh yeah, what they did, they're spiking the script's drinking. Yeah. Right, BLC, you give these people vodka and say you're best friends. You give them a potato in the core script. So Richard goes into the room. He's looking through, hoping they haven't put any bugs in them. I think he has the phone in it as well, which is seen later. And there goes the dog again. Yeah, some fucking dog barks next door and she has to bark back. She never shuts up. Love that dog, but she is a noisy bastard. And what else? So where are we now? Where are we? Yeah, and he opens the door. He finds a nice cream pie from fucking from the maid, which is very nice. Okay, and then we get back to Stephen, who's looking after fucking. I think it's Warner, isn't it? Is it Warner? I keep forgetting fucking names. I'm terrible. I do apologise. I'm fucking awful with names. I forget straight away. So Warner, who's their prisoner, he manipulates Steve into giving him a cigarette. Stephen believes him and is like, okay, this once, and the bodyguard gets the drop on him. He fucking stamps on his head, and it is brutal, man. He busts his face up really bad. And he fucking legs it. He's obviously in a rush. Duffy gets back to find the bodyguard is gone. Stephen is dead. So she calls Reacher. Reacher knows something is up, otherwise she would not have called at this time. Duffy tells him what happened. But because he was out on the rush, he has not got a cell phone. He's on his way back to Zach. He can't get to him he can't contact him at a local bar using the landline because Zach is unlisted. So Reacher has to act fast once again. And because of his Stephen smartwatch, which monitors his heart, I don't know if that's a regulation thing with the feds, just in case anything happens like that. But she finds out that it was about 10 minutes ago he was killed, and there's only like one road like in and out that leads to Zach. So Reacher rings up Guillermo and tells him to reach him halfway up the road, blah blah blah. And he has to tell Duffy to shoot this sort of like power 10 off the fucking power, shut down the power. She shoots this generator. The house goes dark. And everyone's all worried. They're wondering what the fuck is happening. It could be the competition, the fit competition that Reacher has been lying about to put the shits up on him and try and infiltrate them. So he tells... and Zach wants his son to go with him so he can protect him. And Reacher is like, no, listen to my advice. Keep your son should stay locked up in his room. And Zach's like, no, fuck you, he's my son. And Reacher, he And yeah, Zach's son obeys Reacher. And Zach seems really fucking upset about it. Really upset about it. So Reacher goes out. He makes an excuse to try and see what's happening. He meets up with Guillermo, and they have to roll the car over and block the road. Guillermo struggles a little bit, and Reacher uses the power of fat shaming with saying if there was donuts under there, you'd be fucking lifting it. They get the car over. And all the other guys are searching the rooms. They drag the French maid out. They fucking looking all over. They look at Reacher's room, but they miss the phone in his pillowcase. I think it was his room. I'm still a little bit confused there, but yeah, I am actually confused. How the fuck did they miss that? I mean, shouldn't they be tipping the whole place over? Every single fucking room, just tip everything over. Because that's what they do, don't they? That's what police do. But anyway. Okay, and Duffy rings Stephen's family, making up some lies, saying that he died a hero trying to save her. And you can really tell it's really playing on her now because she has got these people in, and she obviously wanted Stephen out of this, but Stephen just persisted. He continued to persist. He's like, no, I want to redeem myself, and yeah, he's paid the price for it. And she feels bad that she didn't go hard in fucking trying to persuade him. She's thinking that I should have been a lot tougher on him and told him no. But so now the bodyguard stops over. He stops from the car that's been rolled over. He sees Guillermo lying there. Before this happens, by the way, I'm jumping ahead. I do apologise. Yeah, and Guillermo is lying in there, and he's saying like, "I was just 5 days to retirement. I'm gonna be dead." But oh shit! But he also says why he was just his fucking desk jockey. Who was just who really kind of was kind of this surrogate father figure to Duffy a little bit. He obviously cares for her the way he cares for his daughter, and so obviously he was going to get off his desk and help her out here, even though he was a little bit worried that this could cause a lot of fucking backlash against her, especially in her job, and it could compromise him as well. And I like that, right? I like that moment. It does humanise him a little bit. I still prefer Finley and Roscoe in the first series, but these actors are still doing their best. I still kind of like Duffy, even though she has kind of gotten herself in this situation. But they are establishing that there's consequences, and you can really see it starting to weigh on her a little bit. So bodyguard stops over. He sees Guillermo up playing dead, and he's like, "Wait, what the fuck?" Reacher just fucking caps him. He shoots him in the head. Guillermo gets out, and he's like, Reacher's like, just throw him in the bushes. Guillermo is saying, "Don't worry, I'll roll the car over." He's like, "Listen, don't worry, I don't want to get in." He makes a fucking heart attack joke. I forgot that. Yeah. But once again, yeah, Richard just is so fucking good with the lines. Alan Richardson really does have some great comic timing. Because I've been reading the book The Killing Floor, and to be honest, I really don't like Richard. It's kind of a fucking plank. I don't even know if I want to continue reading it. Sorry, Toxic. I know you like these books, but I don't know. I just don't know. I'll probably still finish the book and see what the next ones are like. But I think even you said that the books were a little bit more were kind of repetitive as well, and well, most of them anyway. So Reacher reaches Zach's mansion, and it's looking like they suspect him. And Reacher goes to grab an object in there that he might need to use, but they tell him they found the phone in the maid's room, and it turns out she was ATF. And I'm like, wait, what the fuck? How many fucking feds are crawling around his house right now? She was ATF? What the hell? I don't know. It seems really convenient. It seems like a little plot device to sort of like make you worried that Teresa could be dead. It's I don't know. It feels um, a bit too convenient as well. Another way to sort of like shift the suspicion away from Richu as well. I don't know. I can sort of see why people are saying it's going off a little bit, but I'll get into that in a minute. So he goes, "Let me interrogate her," and uh, fucking Harley's like, "Yeah, well, you're gonna need a Ouija board." Like, what do you mean? Ah, she's dead. She's dead. She's all messed up. It turns out Paulie was like, "Yeah, I was a little bit tough. A little bit tough on her. What can I say? I'm big and I'm mean and I kill women with one punch." And Richard was really pissed off about it. He gives him shit about it. He's like, "Hey, what are you getting so personal about? You fucking her? You fucking a French maid? You fucking cock?" He's like, "No, because I had the chance to get some information out of it without anything brutal. And now we have no information because a big fucking dumb thing was done by a big dumb guy like you." So he punches him. Richard punches Paulie. It's like, and it does fuck all, man. It's like, Jesus Christ, man. It's like a fucking puppy trying to punch a grizzly bear. It's like nothing. Paulie just lays one onto him, man, and he fucking falls to the floor and even shakes Reacher up. I mean, damn, man. And yeah, it does kind of make Reacher a little bit more vulnerable as well. I mean, okay, how is he going to take this guy on? His punches don't affect him, and he nearly got fucking killed. I mean, this is the guy that fucking killed the maid with his punches, and he even Harley even makes tells him that, listen, you're lucky you're still alive. Even a big guy like you, he would have fucking killed you. Yeah, so now they got to get rid of the maid, and cool. Harley is such a fucking asshole. He's like, "Oh well, this is all ruined my day because I gotta stop posting ads and for more killers and more maids and." And as soon as he calls her like this fucking snaily, Richard just fucking lays one on him as well. It's like, yeah, looks like I found your off switch. Once again, with a one line, he's so fucking good. He's the best. Even with this show starting to go down a little bit, I am still gripped. I am still liking Reacher, but I don't know if I might. If there's a season 4, I don't know if I'll get back on it. We'll see what happens anyway. But yeah, I got some posts coming, so I will get that in a minute. Let me have a second. Let me get this done. Otherwise, the dog will notch you up. Gotta get this post, calm it down. Give me a second. Sorry, fucking hell. Yeah, daytime isn't always the best for streaming, but a few chances I can get a little bit of free time to do this. So yeah, just a bit of post, a little delivery. I have no idea what it is, but we'll see. I'll check it later. But yeah, but dog, yeah. Her name's Lola, by the way. She's a lovely dog, but a massive pain in the ass sometimes. That's it. But good to have. Great to have. Great animals to fucking have. I will say that. So yeah, they get rid of it, and that little moment where Reach is sort of like tears ahead as well before disposing of it. I mean, you can really tell it's weighing on him because he's in the room now. He's just stood there. He's not doing anything. He's just stood there, staring into nothing. You can tell he's just been laid out nearly. He nearly got fucking laid out by this big bastard. And this person who was probably one of the only few people who was one of the only few people in this house that was actually kind and treat him like a fucking human. is now dead. And it's also making him come to a conclusion that Teresa is fucking dead. Come on, if they found out the maid was an ATF agent and killed her straight away, there's no chance Teresa will be alive. I think Toxic mentioned this in the Blue Collar stream a while back. Yeah, unless there's some convenient reason, but I don't know. I think it might be smarter if Teresa had died. You know, I mean, sometimes I know it's a bit bleak and dark, but sometimes the heroes don't always win. But and yeah, Richard comes in, and once again he's another person who kind of understands what Richard is going through, and you know, it's okay to be afraid. I mean, I'm afraid too. And Richard's like, listen, I'm not afraid of Paulie. Okay, I just haven't figured him out yet. So he calls Duffy and he tells him what has just happened and that the maid was ATF. But he also lays a lot of. He also seems to have come to the conclusion that they aren't running drugs, they're running guns, and that's why they found a lot of they found a lubricant company on Angel Doll's laptop because they're greasing up the guns to test for their buyers, and there's a big sale on coming for these a big black market sale, something like that coming on, and Richard even says like, listen, Teresa is fucking dead, okay. And the thing is, even Duffy was on about this earlier after the whole you know, when she finds out about the maid, it's like, yeah, I mean, they killed the maid like this. What else could happen to Teresa? Could they do the same to Teresa? And then later on, she's when Richard tells him, so yeah, back on track. It's morning now. Richard still hasn't sorted himself out. He's been staring into space nearly all night. Yeah, so this has really shook him up. I mean, this is really kind of got him a bit vulnerable, but they don't linger on it too long. Thankfully, they just keep they keep it to a minimum, but they're getting back on track, and it is looking like he will get back on track near the end. So Zach tells him, "Listen, get your shit together. We've got a fucking meeting to go to. Okay, I can't have my guys bothered about what's been happening at the moment." So Richard then calls Duffy again, and he tells her that Teresa's dead. Okay, and Duffy's like being a bit too optimistic again, but and then Richard tells me that he's going to meet up with McCabe, or is it Queen? One of them. Duffy's like, listen, you might be in danger. I mean, you know, he could recognise you. I mean, what are you going to... And listen, we'll go down to the place and scout the place out. She keeps going. The dog's next door. The dog's next door. She's trying to talk to him. So, yeah. So tells him that there's she was going to back him up, and Richard's like, no, listen. I said, well, yeah, but what are you going to do? Just shoot your way out? I mean, you could get Therese killed. Yeah, she's already dead, okay? She's already dead. And later on, meets up with Zach. They go down to the warehouse, and yeah, Paulie being the fucking arsehole is like, hey, how's the face? And Richard just doesn't say anything. He's like, yeah, you laugh. I'm going to fucking get you, you big belly twat. And it's looking like they're going to meet McCabe, and Reacher reaches for his gun. And it ends. And it's an improvement on the last one. It's okay. There's still some suspense. But I think the old Reacher, you know, jumping around, making excuses, is starting to get a little bit boring now. And yeah, even Zach's coming off a bit too like an idiot. Is like, is he, you know, you've seen Reacher say stuff that sounds like excuses all the time. How are you not fucking suspecting him? It's and it definitely does lack the quality of the very first series. Probably is still a bit better than the second series, but I don't know. I don't know why it says that Dominique is on this episode. I mean, look, I'm on Smackdown, episode 5. Yeah, why is Dominique on there? She's not even on this episode. Why is Neagley on there? She's not on this episode. It's really fucking bizarre, but Yeah, and the French maid. Yeah, that was actually very brutal, but at the same time, felt a little bit like a little bit of a plot device. I don't know. I mean, was it in the books? I don't know. Was that originally in the book? Even in the if it was in the books, it seems a little convenient because I've already got my complaints with Lee Child as a writer a little bit more since reading the Killing Floor. Yeah, so yeah, I think Blue Collar just mentioned it. It's a setup, so but I don't think Reacher cares anymore. He's like, oh, listen, Teresa's dead. All that's left is me taking down Quinn. Yeah, if it me and he probably is gonna he probably is willing to go out shooting this time. But I don't know if that's Reach's character. He always he always came across more of a survivor. I know the Tom Cruise version says, "Listen, I'm a drifter with nothing to lose," but I don't know. I don't know. He never seems like a person who's at least this version anyway, the Richardson version. He's obviously willing to risk his life, but I don't think he's willing to risk it so casually. So yeah, my morning has potatoes and dogs. Good day at work. Yeah. Yeah, Lola's being a fucking attention seeker. She can't bear the fact that I've got my own show. Get your own fucking show. I'm a dog. I don't fucking care. Stop making excuses. Grow opposable thumbs and learn to speak human, will you? Well, he's passable as human. If I can do it while passing as human, why can't anyone else? You agree with dog? Yeah, dogs. Yeah, the dog's trying to get her views. Yeah, but she's a dog. Her opinions don't matter. Well, you know what you're saying. So human is air or something like that. Yeah, definitely agree on the something. Incompetent police in an American show say it isn't so, anyways. I was fine with the bodyguard scene because the kid was a young agent that made a mistake that got him killed. Reacher, Reacher Younger made mistakes as well as not killing Quinn. Yeah, it does seem a bit convenient that Quinn is alive. I don't know. It's coming across a bit sudden. I'm starting to sort of see the cracks in this show a little bit. I think it did get a little bit hyped up in the first few episodes. But I still like it. I still think Richardson has enough charisma to make it, because we're on episode 5 now. We're 3 more episodes away. I may as well just finish it. With Daredevil Reborn, if it starts getting worse or doesn't get better by episode 4, then I'll probably fucking swear it. So I don't want to be going weeks on. I don't want to have like another few weeks fucking moaning about something. It's not good. Because I mean, you got to talk about fucking somewhat positive occasionally as well. Yeah, Doggo doesn't like voice acting. We agree. Oh, she'll love you. She'll love you. She loves everyone. She loves everyone. She's a very friendly dog. She'll back the fuck out here, but that's just her asking for attention. She's a fucking attention whore. So there isn't really that much I can say. I mean, the one-liner's still very funny. I think Harley is he does seem a little bit more professional in comparison to Angel Doll. Angel Doll seems smart, but at the same time, he wants to have a fun time. Harley's just like this guy who is a psychopath, but at the same time, he's just like, so this is my life then, eh? Fuck it. So he's a very good actor. I like this actor. I really can't wait for fucking Reach to kill this guy. I can't wait for him to kill Paulie. Oliver Richards is fucking good. I don't say he's the best actor though, but he's doing what he's suited to do. Just be this big mean fucker, horrible fucker. And once again, Richard is still a very likable sort of innocent guy, but I want to see him sort of like do something kick ass, like maybe grow some balls, but he still comes across as a bit of a dweeb while doing it. So, I mean, I think he deserves a little bit of redemption. I do like Guillermo a little bit. He's obviously not a guy who's he's a fucking desk jockey who's kind of decided to what's the fucking term? It really escapes me. Take some initiative and actually get out there and help Duffy on this job because Duffy is really trying to redeem herself. She's desperate to believe that she's desperate for some kind of redemption because she has fucked up real bad, and she is trying to make it right. And she is desperately, blindly gonna believe that she has to. She's not giving up, and I do like her character. I mean, she's actually very well written as a character. Anyway, there probably is a few conveniences in the plot with her, but so far I'm not hating her. I'm not hating Guillermo, and I was a bit sad to see Stephen get killed so brutally as well, and I don't know what change they've made from the book. Toxic can probably establish more. Is it better? Because I know you said before that The Persuaders is not the book that you'd want to adapt, and maybe you might be right here, but like I said, so far it's just okay. It's just an okay show. If I probably would repeat the first series on a rewatch, but I don't know if I'd go back to the other series on a rewatch. But we'll see what happens. So I will end it there. It's an okay episode for an okay season. It's got its problems, writing wise. There's a few things that just bothered me a little bit with the way the episode was constructed. Some things feel a bit forced in there. By the way, does the British maid actually like Reacher? Because she really laid that cat line on him. I don't know if she's trying to spite him a little bit or just bust his chops a little bit as well. Even though I've heard that whole cat shit in the coffee is a true thing. So probably his best while Reacher, I'll stick to Folgers for obvious reasons. Yeah, you don't need Folgers. I'll skin you alive. You watch those fucking adverts, they are brutal. I mean, God damn, man. That fucking Folgers puppet is an absolute psychopath. He's great. He just abuses this poor little bastard who doesn't drink, just because he doesn't drink Folgers. But I'm getting off track anyway. 2 many okay-ish seasons with slight messaging, another shite sprinkle. Too tired so far, not convinced to watch it. No problem, mate. It's completely understandable. It's better than most fucking shows still. I mean, once again, I'd rather watch the worst episode of Reacher than the fucking best episode of Acolyte or whatever. So yeah, thanks for joining me, Blue Collar Loser. Thanks for joining me, Nix. And to my supporters, Cloudi P, Tyler Wolff, Don Earle. Thanks for supporting me, Trump Daddy. Yeah, thank you for coming on, Lord Toxic. You're always welcome, Trevor Retro. Hey, how you doing, man? And I really hope your stream hasn't been fucking yoked. I really hope not. But because you did it, that was a fun night. That was a fun night. Very funny. So, whether you beautiful bastards are Northern English or not, thanks for watching. And do remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, and ring that bell in order to be notified. And if you wish to further support this channel, links are in the description below. But right now, that's me done, and I'm off to the pub. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your day. And I will catch you on the Nielsen ratings at 10 o'clock tonight UK time. Please check his channel and the schedule in case you're in another time zone. So, and with that, I bid you adieu.
Can I have spuds, please?
Spuds! Good choice. George's song. Listen very carefully, the question comes straight after.
Baked potato changed my life. Baked potato showed me the way. If you want to know what is wrong from right, you must listen to what potatoes say.
Do be good, don't be bad.
Baked potato.
Do be happy, don't be sad.
Thank you, baked potato. And if you want to have a better day, you must listen to what the baked potatoes say.
Do be early, don't be late.
Thank you, baked potato.
Always eat what's on your plate.
Thank you, baked potato. And if you want to have a better day, you must listen to what the baked potatoes say.